Hey, what's up guys? This is Jonas Staggs with Advanced Muay Thai Techniques.
And I'm C-Mac.
Today we're going to be partnering up with the best online Muay Thai community out there, Muay Nation. We want to give a special thanks to them for having us on their channel. And so what me and C-Mac are going to be demonstrating today are some off-balancing techniques. We're going to show 3 variations, and I'm also going to break down the concept behind this off-balancing technique so that you guys can learn from it and apply it in other situations. So, the first one is going to be C-Mac comes in with a jab, and I'm going to sweep out his lead leg with my lead leg at the same time. It's, generally speaking, when you do this technique, it's not going to completely knock the guy on the floor. It's just going to off-balance him and trip him up to most likely somewhat of a similar position to this. The distance may be different, and so from here I'm going to show common ways to follow up this technique. If you're close like you are here, in this position, like I said, they're not going to be exactly in this position, but something generally like this. A great follow-up is the right uppercut. So, he comes in with the jab, sweep, right uppercut, right away. You could follow the left hook, right kick after that, maybe if you wanted to. So, maybe you look like this. Okay guys, so the general concept behind that move is to sweep out the opponent's lead leg and off-balance him. Now that we've seen that done that way, let me show you another way you can use the same technique but just a little bit differently. So, if I'm orthodox and my opponent's southpaw, after the move that we just showed you, a lot of guys may not think to apply that same move in this situation, but it can easily be done and it's pretty effective as well. So, same thing, if the southpaw comes in with his jab, I'm going to sweep out the supporting leg with my right leg. So it'll look something like this. Now, as I said before, this move is most likely not going to completely knock the guy on the floor. It's going to off-balance him and put him in a position similar to this. From this side, the range that you're most likely going to find yourself in is either going to be knee range or kick range. And the reason for that is because it's southpaw to orthodox, there's a greater distance to be covered here from my rear leg to his side than it is if we were both southpaw. It's a closer distance. So because it's a longer distance to be traveled, that's why you're going to see most likely the kick or the knee to follow this one up. Okay, now we're going to demonstrate the third off-balancing technique. This technique is going to be the left hook to the off-balancing. I'm going to throw a big hook, and he's going to cover up and block it. And when I do this, throw this big hook, it puts all his body weight on that lead leg. So what I'm hoping to get out of it is something like this. And then from there, I can follow up with maybe a right hand, right knee, right kick, depending on the position that he's in. So we'll show the 3 follow-ups right here. Okay guys, so that was the off-balancing technique shown in 3 different variations. What I want you to take home from this technique is the concept, and the concept behind that is to sweep out your opponent's lead leg with one of your legs when he's coming in with an attack. If you time this correctly, it's going to off-balance your opponent, it's going to put him in a poor position to defend himself, and allow you to follow up with any one of the attacks that were demonstrated. So we hope this video helps. If you liked it, please click that like button, and please also give me a follow and subscribe to Advanced Muay Thai Techniques. Thank you. Cup.